Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we have my Salamangreat deck profile for the May 2020 Master Rule 5 format. Basically, this deck got a dramatic and huge boost from Eternity Code in the form of Parallel Exceed, and it gives the deck access to rank 4s much more easily, and now the deck is much better in my opinion. It was already good, and now it's just over the top. I think this is what it needed to be more better. I guess there isn't really a word to put it in, but I think that this deck is definitely a very, very good contender for one of the best decks in this format. And before we get into the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And then join my Discord server in the link in the description below. And let's get right into the video. So first off, we are running 1 Salamangreat Gazelle. Sadly, this card is at 1, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. The deck will power through it. It's insanely strong. It's the heart and soul of the deck. Basically, what it does is that if a Salamangreat monster is sent to the graveyard except itself, you can special summon it from your hand, and then if it's normal or special summoned, you can send one Salamangreat card directly from the deck to the graveyard except itself. So using this, you can send Spinny, you can send the Trap Circuit off of Sunlight Wolf, you can send so many things, and really whatever you need for the situation. Next up, we have 3 Salamangreat Spinny. This card is also very, very good in the deck. Basically, if you control Salamangreat card, you can discard it, then target one face-up monster on the field, and it gains 500 attack until the end of the turn. But if you control Salamangreat card other than itself, and it's in the graveyard, you can special summon it for free. So this card is absolutely nuts. One of the best cards in the deck, and definitely one of the best 3-ofs for sure. Next up, we have 3 Salamangreat Foxy. So this card isn't that much of the best card. I don't always normal summon it even if I see it. I prefer it to be in graveyard. So like sometimes you don't even activate the effect if you do normal summon it. And it's a good card. It's a 3-of, but you know, there's nothing to go like, what? That's like, I don't know. It's insane. It's not like one of those cards, but definitely it's a very good card that you should be running. We have 2 Salamangreat Jack Jaguar because we don't want to banish our Jack off of the Desires, so we do need to have 2 in the deck, and it's definitely a very, very good card, and I highly recommend playing this card. We also have 1 Salamangreat Falco. This card's okay. It's been seeing play in and out, but I personally think that it's a good card, and you should be running 1. Next up, we have 1 Salamangreat Foul. So this card I really like, actually, because it can chain block your Salamangreat, and then also in time, I believe it's this one, right? The game 2000? No, it's not this one. But still, Salamangreat Foul is a very good card, in my opinion. It's an extender at the same time, and it's a level 4, which can come up. Next up, we have 2 Lady Debug. Lady Debug is a normal summon. When it's normal or special summon, you can add 1 level 3 or lower Cyber monster from your deck to your hand. And Salamangreat Gazelle, Salamangreat Spinny, Foxy, all of those cards meet that criteria, so it's definitely very good. We are running 3 Flame Buffalo. This card is insane and one of the best normal summons. Basically, if it leaves the field, you can discard 1 Cyber monster, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So what you can do, make Balance with it, and then you can like discard a Spinny, Pot of Greed, and then Spinny special summon back because you have Balance, for example. Definitely a very, very good card. One of the best cards. And it did get a reprint as a common in the OTS pack, so it's easier to get your hands on if you don't have access to the structure deck. Next up, we have 3 of the new card, Parallel Exceed. So this card is nuts. It's absolutely insane. I think it's one of the best cards in the set. Let me read out the effect to you guys. So if it's special summoned by the effect of itself, its level becomes 4 and the attack and defense are halved. And then basically, if you link summon, you can special summon itself from your hand to a zonal link monster points you. And then if it's normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Parallel Exceed directly from your deck. So if you normal it, it's a free dweller. If you special it because you link summon, then it's also a free dweller Baguska. It's really, really an amazing card, and I think it's going to be seeing a lot of play, not only in Salamangreat, but just in general, because it's an absolutely insane card. Next up, we have the 1 Searcher, basically, for it, 4 Mute Skippers. So this card came in the Structure Deck Soul Burner, and it's a very, very cool card. It's only a 1-of though, but it's definitely good. Basically, during your main phase, you can reveal 1 link monster in your extra deck, and if you do, when you link summon this turn, you can treat that card as like a link material with the name, type, and attribute as a reveal monster. But that's not why it's good. It's good because of the second effect of if it's used as a link material, you can add 1 level 5 or higher Cyber monster from your deck to your hand. So basically, you normal summon it, go into Balinks, and then Balinks search or skipper, and then chain block with Balinks, and then basically what happens right after is that you can search parallel exceed directly from the deck with 4-meat skipper, because parallel exceed is a level 8, so definitely an insane card. Next up, we have 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. So this card is one of the best hand traps in the deck, very self-explanatory. Came in the structure deck, it's a fire, and I personally like it a lot. And for our other hand trap, we have 3 DD Crow. DD Crow is very good this format, especially with Eldlick and Orcus being a thing, and definitely a very, very good card. Up next, we have 1-1-for-1. Basically, you can send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard and special summon 1 level 1 monster directly from the deck. Now, you may be asking, what level 1 card, what monster is level 1 in your deck? And then the answer to that is 4-meat skipper. So you can special summon, it's a free Balance, and then on top of that, you get the parallel exceed. So it really works out. And then next up, we have 1 Salamangreat Circle. So it is at 1, but it can search any of your Salamangreat monsters, and it is a quick play, so it is pretty broken. We have 1 Sanctuary because it is searchable. A thing to note is to never Pot of Desires before you Balance, because you will banish your Sanctuary. I don't care what anyone says, you will banish your Sanctuary, so never do that. Always just search the Sanctuary and then Pot of Desires after. It doesn't matter. And then we have 3 Silent Mining. This card just got a reprint in Duov, so it's definitely more affordable. And I think it's a very, very good card to be running in the deck in general. We also have 2 Will of the Salamangreat, and this card is very, very good. Basically, during your main phase, you can special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your hand or graveyard, and then that's automatically broken. So it's a free summon basically for your Salamangreat, and you can't go wrong with that. It's a very, very good card. By the way, I'm sorry about my dog barking a lot. I think there's another dog outside, and he's trying to communicate with it, but yeah, let's ignore that. Next up, we have 2 Pot of Desires. Pot of Desires is a really good card, but it's only a 2 of. You don't need the third. It's you want to keep it at 40. Basically, banish 10 cards from the top of your deck, then Pot of Greed. So it's a good card. I like it. Onto the traps, we have 2 Salamangreat Roar, along with 2 Salamangreat Rage. Rage pops basically your opponent's monsters or cards in general, and Roar is a negate that comes back. It's kind of like a Lost Wind if you think about it. Onto the extra deck, we have 3 Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, the heart and soul of the deck. If the card was banned, nobody would play this, in my opinion, for sure. Very, very good card. It adds back your Salamangreat traps from the graveyard to your hand when you send them. With Gazelle, very, very good card. Definitely a 3 of, no less. And then we have 3 Salamangreat Balinks. Salamangreat Balinks is also a very, very good card because of the graveyard effect and the searching effect. So when it's summoned, you can add Salamangreat Sanctuary directly from the deck to the hand. And when it's engraved, you can banish it, and instead of a Salamangreat card being disturbed by battle or card effect. So that is very good, and it comes up a lot. It really does. It comes up so much. We also have 2 Salamangreat Heat Leo. This card is very good, but it only comes up so much so that you don't need 3. It's a 2 of, and that's that. We also have, for a staple, 1 Nightmare Phoenix. It's good. It's a fire. It comes up. We have 1 Mechanite Crusadia Avimax. This card's actually really, really insane in the deck. Many people completely sleep on this card, and it's absolutely nuts. It's also a Cyberse, and it just works so well. This card is absolutely insane, and if you're not running this in Salamangreat problem, then that is a problem. We have 1 Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker is absolutely broken, very self-explanatory, and to go with it, the 1 Update Jammer. Also very good, it enables an OTK, and so on. And the new build, you're actually going, like this build, you're actually going into them a lot more than before. So it's definitely a good card to be running. We also have 1 Lingerebo. So this card came from Ignition Assault, I believe, and it's a trap negate, basically. It was meant for Edignister, but you can use it in Salamangreat too because it requires 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse monsters. So against those trap decks, it comes up, summon against the Altergeist, summon against, I don't know, Trap Tricks, all of that stuff. A very, very good card. Onto the Xyz, we have 1 Abyss Dweller for Orcus and 4 Parallel Xyz now, so it's a lot easier to make. And 1 number 41 Baguska, the Terribly Tired. Tap here. They are both very good Xyz monsters. They are both very good to be running, and I highly recommend running them. Onto the side deck, I am running 3 The Winged Dragon of Rossphere mode because Nibiru, this format, as I saw the video by MC.TV and I completely agree what Tom Box said, and I really don't like Nibiru this format, and I think Sphere mode is still a very good side deck option. Next up, you have 3 Dark Ruler, no more. So this card is also very good. It stops your opponent's like pendulum boards if you can't add them and stuff like that. I really think it's a good card. Along with that, we have 2 Twin Twisters. Twin Twisters is for spawn trap removal. Like, it's literally just back row hate. There, it's very self-explanatory. 3 Evenly Matched. Evenly Matched and Dark Ruler No More technically is a 2-card combo, but Evenly Matched is a very good card, and you guys should be running this if you have access to it, as it is pretty pricey right now. But if you guys have access, then I definitely recommend playing it. Now, for a bit of like a tech card, we have 3 Royal Decrees. So this is for Eldlick, because Eldlick, if you negate their Eldlick, serve Scarlet Sanguine, and all their other chaps, I don't think they can do that much, because they won't. They'll have to like hard draw into the Eldlick, and even then, you just outgrind them, and it's so, well, it's Eldlick, so technically you're both super, super grindy. But like, Royal Decree definitely helps with the matchup, because Eldlick is a terrible matchup, but this definitely helps it a lot. And for the last card in the side deck, it is 1 Red Reboot. I think that no matter what, you should always be playing this card, even if it is that one. It's an amazing card. It's instead of the 3 Twin Twisters, it's 1 Red Reboot. And that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys have enjoyed the updated May 1st Salamangreat Master Duel 5 2020 deck profile. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.